What up, everybody? You are in for a treat today because we're going to talk about something that a lot of people are seeing, but they're not really talking about it. And that is the civil war that's taking place in MAGA right now. You got the MAGA Republicans versus the traditional Republicans. And it's getting a little crazy today. And we're going to show you what happened at an event that they had called the Turning Point USA had an event called America Fest. And we're about to play some clips. Run the first clip.
Democrat Party wants to do whatever they possibly can to shut this movement down. Not just the Democrats, the rhinos. You see the manufactured attacks on JD, myself, my father, anyone who understands that this isn't the Republican Party anymore. It's the America First Party. It's the Make America Great Again Party. And we are not going back.
Matt, what's your take on that?
You know, when you rent a home or they got something called squatter rights. You familiar with that? When people come and squat in your house, they have squatted in the Republican Party, bro, and they refuse to go anywhere. And I think the interesting thing is, you know, they kind of came in like, man, we're going against the Democrats. Now they're saying, no, we squatting here in the Republican Party, bro. So these are squatter political rights, bro. They're using their squatter political rights. They're squatting in the Republican Party, bro. What's your thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a hostile takeover of the Republican Party. A lot of Republicans thought, oh, well, you know, this is just a temporary thing with Trump. We're going to get our party back after he leaves. No, they're literally telling you, this is our party. We took it from you. You guys are irrelevant and you don't matter anymore. But here's the one thing about Donald Trump Jr. that he did not factor into. He mentioned Democrats, but he didn't say anything about the independents. And the independents is the largest voting bloc. A lot of people register as independents because they don't trust either one of these parties. So I don't hear a coherent message to that particular voter. So, and I'll tell you another thing. In this next tweet here, you have Lindsey Graham, and this guy is probably one of the worst bootlickers ever. This guy said this back in 2016. He said that if we nominate Trump, we will get destroyed and we will deserve it. So they was already they knew what the game was, Matt. They already knew that, you know what, if we put Trump on this, we gonna actually it's gonna cost us. It was a short-term play. And guess what? It's coming back to bite them now.
Yeah, man. Undertaker music, man. It definitely is, bro. It definitely is, man. I'll say this too. A lot of them went along with this, but I think what they really didn't understand, and when you really watch politics, Cenk always from the Young Turks always does a good job of talking about this. See, we always think about the party that wins. We don't understand that there still is power in having control of a party, even if it's not in office, right? So I think Trump and a lot of those MAGAs realize is that even if we don't win the next political election, still having control of the Republican Party gives us a whole lot of power, right? And that way we can control the millions and millions, you know, of Republicans out there, man. Just my thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I agree. And what you see is, again, this is a pep rally. I mean, it's nothing more than a pep rally. They're not talking to all Americans. They're talking to their base. And pretty much this is what it is now. The old Republican Party is gone. And the new Republican Party is the MAGA Party. And they want to just put the official stamp on it. And that's what's happening now. Okay, next, moving on to the next subject. We want to talk a little bit about JD Vance. Just Dance Vance. And this guy is one of the worst. And he is obviously positioning himself to be the next president of the United States. And he said something interesting at this America Fest event that they had this weekend at Turning Point USA. And we just want to show you what he talked about and we'll discuss it. Play the clip.
White anymore.
I'll replay that one more time. Listen
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
Matt?
I mean, at the end of the day, all he's doing is this cosplay, man. He's trying to do his best Trump impersonation, bro. He's trying to get that Trump, Charlie Kirk. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you ever see that person in the class that always raises their hand and always tries to get they try to get the answers right. That's who he is, man. Like, so I think he's just playing to the crowd. He's like, hey, you know what? If I get the Charlie Kirk people, if I get the Trump people, man, I'm in business, bro.
You know what I find interesting? If you look at that clip again, let me go back to that clip here. This guy is one of the most insecure guys. Let's go back to that clip again.
I have to apologize for being white anymore.
Look at his eyes. If you look at his eyes in this last little bitty clip right here, this guy is clearly looking at the crowd, looking around like, okay, do they like this? You know, I'm gonna give him some red meat, throw some red meat out there. And this guy is one of the most insecure, but yet bold. This guy is bold. This guy is diabolical. Let's not put no qualms about it. This guy is very diabolical, but you could just tell this guy is used to putting on different masks. You know, he's JD today, then he's the hillbilly of yesterday, and this guy will do whatever it takes to obtain power and become president of the United States. And this is his best shot to become president of the United States. He's currently the vice president, and right now he has the backing of Peter Thiel and a lot of other billionaires. So right now is his best opportunity. But at the end of the day, this guy doesn't have the riz. He ain't got the swag to be president of the United States. At least Trump does have some type of charm, some type of charisma, some type of swag about him. This guy, I don't know about that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what I really think he was doing, bro. He was looking out in that crowd like, man, I hope Nick Fuentes ain't in here, bro. I hope he didn't sneak in, bro. They been attacking the mess out that dude, bro. So he probably looking out for. Remember you went to school, bro, and you trying to dodge that molly whopping, you know, somebody coming for you. He looking for that Nick Fuentes. Sure they not in the crowd, bro. Whooping them, bro. You scared, bro.
Okay, next we have Erika Kirk, and she is the late widow of Charlie Kirk, the guy who got tapped out. You know, he got unalived a couple months ago, and she's at the Turning Point USA event, AmericaFest, and she has something to say. But every now and then you hear with these MAGAs, it always happens. The mask slips, and they tell the truth. Play the clip.
My incredible husband at UVU, Caleb, has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day. Trust me, you're not a grifter, honey. It's all good.
Yeah, I find that pretty rich. And she said grift. You know, he's coming with the same grift. And I'll tell you what, remember this song back in the day? I put my hands on your hips, you move, I move.
Yeah. I
saw this tweet here, and this person says, I put my hand on your hip. When I griff, you griff, we griff. Man, so this is the JD Vance and Erika Kirk grift.
No, you're not even doing the song. We put your hand upon my hip. When I dip, you dip, you dip. You got to do it. Had a little flavor in it, man. You got to take the flavor out. Look at the grifting, bro. Grifters, you're just grifting, bro. But that's because deep down inside, bro, they know. That's what that means. They kind of know. Oh, it's been a long day. Oh. Hey, bro. And hey, go back to that video, bro. When she said that, man, that grifters, man. Go back to it, bro. You don't even have to
Charlie Kirk, bro. My incredible husband at UVU, Caleb.
Go right here, bro. Look, bro. That's you got called out, man. It's Toasty, man. They know, bro. They know that they grifting, bro. So it's just even if they don't say it up front in their subconscious, they know that like, yeah, this stuff is a grift. You know what I'm saying? So that's just why. That's all I wanted to say to that, bro.
Yeah, and you're right. And not only do they know it's a grift, they don't care. They don't care. They will put Christianese on it. They will put whatever language they got to put on it to make you know and feel like, hey, you know what? I think they're really talking to me. But actually, they're in it for the money and the power. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next thing. We have Nicki Minaj. And this is, yeah, you heard me right. Nicki Minaj. She's now in politics now. And the whole thing of today's politics is not to influence you with policy, what's going to make your life better, what's going to do how they're going to do right by you is basically, let's just buy these people off. Let's hire some influencers and let's get them to do our bidding for us, because the people are so stupid. The peasants, they don't understand what's best for them. Let's just get them some influencers in. So listen to what Nicki Minaj had to say. Play the clip.
Let me see. You see, I don't think there's no clip on this one.
Think about for young men. For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum. Yes, see, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. What do you?
Assassin J.D. Vance, and you're talking to the woman whose husband got assassinated. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Man, what's your thoughts, Ice?
These aren't serious people. These aren't serious people. How disrespectful is that? First of all, I don't know if Nicki Minaj trolling or not. I don't know, or she just crazy, because that was crazy. This man, her husband literally got unalived in broad daylight on national TV, everything. And for Nicki Minaj to come there and say, even use that word, that's pretty provocative. At the same time, you can just kind of tell they're just saying, look, Nicki Minaj, I don't know, she got 20+ million followers. If we can get 2 or 3 or 4 of those million people to vote for us and to use her and give her a bag in the meantime, hey, let's try it. Let's go for it. So they're willing to accept humiliation, to look stupid, to be ridiculed, just in order to get more votes and to cut off some of that black vote.
No, I say this too, man. Like, I'm really kind of confused. I'll be honest with you, because I don't know if Nicki Minaj is grifting or if she's trolling. I don't really know. And I think we'll find out as time goes on, right? I think the thing about it it's the thing that's really interesting is like how they try to play this political gymnastics. You got J.D. Vance at the same event. You know what? You don't have to be ashamed to be white. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a free country. You can say whatever you want to. I ain't tripping about that. Then you got Nicki Minaj talking. I mean, like what the heck is going on, bro? So you know what I'm saying? You trying to get a coalition of the fools. That's what you're trying to do, bro. You're trying to get all the people you feel that you can grift off. It's just a grift. We're gonna grift from the black community. We're gonna grift from the Hispanic community. Even though we're gonna lock their cousins up. We're gonna grift. We already grifting from our own community. We're gonna keep grifting on the margins, and hopefully we can get enough people. We can get this goddamn election. I think that's what their thought process is.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and unfortunately, it's working. It's working, and that's the whole play now. They're not going to the voters anymore. They're not going to you say, hey, how can we make your student loans situation better? How can we get you become a first-time home buyer? How can we help you with credit card? They're not doing that. They just saying, let's go to Nicki Minaj. And that brings me to this point. And we have this tweet here by Tyrese. Sweet lady, would you be my? This is Tyrese. Now, I love me some Tyrese. I grew up on Tyrese, listened to Tyrese music. I'm going to call him Jody for this because he did a Jody moment from Baby Boy. And you read this tweet here. This is what he said. I'm just going to put this right here. Just hear her out. Just hear her out. Some people really do feel this way. Now, Matt, what you think about that?
Man, what's his name again?
Tyrese.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Man, when you say some crazy stuff like that, man, I heard you out. I heard you out when your girl left you. I heard you out on Sweet Lady. I heard you out on a lot of things. I heard your album. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to hear you with politics, bro. That's all I gotta say. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can hear her out. The thing that I think I find interesting too is that these people have they have viewpoints. And he should have a viewpoint. Don't get me wrong, but you're just not serious in this political realm. I'm not knocking you. I have nothing against you. It's just that you can hear this person out, but at the end of the day, none of this stuff is going to help your health insurance premiums go down. None of this stuff is going to make things more affordable. None of this is going to help you pay for college. So hear me out. Hear me out. You want to hear me out, right? And none of this stuff is actually going to make America more competitive or even put money in your pocket. So you want to hear some rhetoric that doesn't help you, go right ahead. But if you want to hear me out, how does this stuff actually help in people's economic futures, bro?
Well said. Well said. Well, thank you so much for watching our show, and go ahead and hit us a like, comment to feed the algorithm. Also, we're trying to get to 500 subs, so go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
And don't forget, just dance.
Just dance, sweet lady, would you be mine?
All right, take care, y'all.